Hello, I'm Resha. Today I'm going to talk about evidence-based practices, and first is teacher wisdom. To me, teacher wisdom is what you know as a teacher, and I base a lot of my teacher wisdom on when I was in school, what my teachers taught me, how they taught me, and I'm not sure back then if they had a lot of evidence-based practices back then, but whatever they had seemed to work. So teacher-based wisdom to me is just kind of um, my feel for teaching, what I know and what I think is going to be best for my students. Evidence-based practices is not what I like. It's not what I've done or my personal preference. It is evidence practice that's provided continually and consistently in teaching and learning, and it ensures consistency in practices, and it uses a lot of facts and data. Research-based practices is just that. It's a lot of research from where they've done studies on best practices in the classrooms. It can include specific approaches that develop deeper understanding and develop critical thinking skills. Promising practices are just practices that teachers will most likely use that they can ensure that they're going to be successful in. It's very little research, and it has a lot to do with student need, what works best for the student, regardless of what the evidence and research have said. Sometimes we have to base things on our own experience and figure out sometimes just what works best, because all the situations with students can be different, and some of them may not even have been researched or even tested. We have a different day and time with these students nowadays, and they're dealing with so much more than what some of these evidence and researchers probably have been able to uh, collect data on. Do I believe evidence-based practices restrict teachers in instructional decisions makings? Yes, I do, because sometimes as teachers we are held accountable for so many different types of ways to teach students, and we don't have the freedom or the flexibility to just go in and just teach students. So that can be a restriction for teachers. Describe how I include this in my classroom, these practices. Before this class and this exercise, I really didn't use or any of these types of evidence-based practices. I've just kind of been going by, again, what my teachers taught me, what we learn in PDs and personal developments, and sometimes I run into stumbling blocks, and maybe that's why, because I'm trying to do this on my own, and I probably need to do some of the evidence-based and research-based. So I'll probably try to I will put those in practice and see if I can get a different outcome. Thank you.